Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. Gang, this video is about tragedy. It's a story of sweat, tears, blood, thighs, and a whole lot of tragedy, man. Now, if you noticed, I'm going live on my phone and I'm recording because it's just a different quality and I'm trying to try something out, man. Mind your business. But at the end of the day, man, what do Hassan Campbell and Carmelo Anthony have in common? If you're not living under a rock, you probably know who Carmelo with the K. We just gonna call him Lil KK, not Lil TK, Lil KK, because he did the same thing as TK, but TK is just a much different person, right? Allegedly. Carmelo Anthony is a young black man, a black young man, who allegedly took the life of a younger white young man uh, named Austin Metcalf at a track meet. It was horrible. You should Google it sometimes. Uh, but we have to speak on who Hassan Campbell is because if you don't know who he is, well, you're very fortunate. First of all, who is Hassan Campbell? Hassan Campbell is a guy who allegedly was in a romantic relationship with a man named African Bambaataa, who is a godfather, one of the co-founders of hip hop, right? The relationship he was in with him was when Hassan Campbell was a minor, right? He began to get famous after speaking about all the love letters that African Bambaataa wrote him in prison, allegedly, um, all the books that he sent him, all the love spell potions that Hassan Campbell received when he was in jail. I believe he said he paid for um, liposuction for Hassan Campbell. I believe that's what he said. And he helped him get the 21, what's that called? The DNA test? What's that called? The 23andMe? Allegedly, African Bambaataa got the 23andMe for Hassan Campbell, and that's how we found out that his mother is actually half Mexican and half Puerto Rican, and his father is Italian. So, at the end of the day, what do we find when we view these two people and we put them side to side? Hassan Campbell and Carmelo Anthony. You niggas are weird for supporting him. Both of these dudes. Carmelo Anthony absolutely did it, in my opinion. And Hassan Campbell was in a romantic relationship with a grown man when Hassan Campbell was not a grown man, right? Which is wrong on African Bambaata's part. You know, he should have waited 17 more seconds for him to turn 18. Like, damn, bro, you thirsty, bro. But at the end of the day, we do have to understand that 90% of Hassan Campbell fans have either been touched or in a romantic relationship with a grown man when they were not a grown man, right? Or something happened to them that was against their will, which is horrible. You know what I'm saying? We do have to understand that the other population who this has never happened to are just straight up goofies. And if you niggas are really trying to project yourself through either of these people, you're a goofy. Because the reason that Hassan Campbell has so much clout and money and power and fame is because all you people who are victim minded, all you people who have gotten hurt, and it's okay if you got hurt when you were not able to defend yourself at that point because that happens a lot, unfortunately. But you're blowing this man up when he was in a romantic relationship with a grown man. Now, as far as Carmelo Anthony, we have to see what goes on in the mind of these niggas. We got to see, as we usually do. OJ didn't do it. Yes, he did. in my opinion. George Floyd did this. I think Zimmerman, bro, relax. This dude harmed this boy. Excuse me. Maybe because he didn't like white people. Maybe because he just 9 times out of 10, that's what it was, right? A lot of you niggas do the same thing. You're okay with this because you found out about slavery in the second grade. Because some white person victimized you, bro. People victimize people. They might have victimized you because you were black or non-white and they were white. Everybody victimizes everybody, bro. That's what human beings do. So you got bullied by a white boy, or a police did this to you, or your dad, or your mother, or whatever. Now you think it's okay for Carmelo Anthony to do what he did. Honestly, I don't believe that you actually think that. You don't think that. You feel that. And that's another thing that Hassan Campbell, aka Miss Thighs, aka Thighs Campbell, Dyson, that's the same thing that he has in common with Anthony. I'm high as hell. I'm just letting it be known. But at the end of the day, bro, these edibles kicking in very slowly but very surely. I was always taught to never trust a person with two first names. This is what we have on our plate, and I was also told to never trust people who lie. And Hassan is trying to convince everybody that he's black, which is it's not cool. But I know a couple people that have black in them that are not actually black that try to claim this because this is greatness. This is infinity. It's just beautiful. It's just so wonderful to wake up and be black every day. When people ask me if I'm having a bad day or if I'm okay, I don't say, yeah, I woke up this morning, woke up above ground. No, I say, as long as I'm black, nigga, everything's gonna be all right. Everything, free Crip Mac, everything gonna see all right. But at the end of the day, you niggas got hurt. You niggas got victimized. You got bullied at some point in your life. Now you wanna put into the energy of this beautiful planet we live on that it's okay for a young black man to stab a young white man because slavery existed at some point. It still does. What about the amendment where it said, well, nigga, don't go to prison then, bitch. Fuck wrong with you? Well, they could still treat us like prisoners when we go to prison. You can always not go to prison and read books, nigga. Fuck you mean? Uh, you got victimized by a white person, so you think it's okay for this young black man to do this to a child, my nigga. This is what we always get. But he was a child himself. He was 17 years old, bro. But the brain doesn't develop. Um, oh, bro, shut your stupid ass up. Did you even do the goddamn research yourself? You heard this on ESPN? You heard this on ESPN one time and said, wait, play that back? Play that back? Gang, play that back. He said the human brain don't till for real? So that's why I was no, that's not why that you went to jail and did all that stupid stuff and had a baby. You did all of that because you were stupid, not because you were young. It's a difference, bro. You're supposed to be able to do certain things like not to kill people. When you're young, old, in between, like, bro, what the hell? What the hell, bro? And you had all these advantages. Now people are saying, well, he didn't bring a knife to school. That was a cleat sharpener, nigga. It was not supposed to go in somebody's chest. That's why we're in this predicament. Do I think Carmelo Anthony should go to prison? I think he should suffer the consequences for what he did, no matter how old he is. Now, at the end of the day, I just don't. I've been to jail a lot, so I don't like to say people should go to jail, and I have a different past life than a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say he should go to prison. He should get 50 years. If he was like did something different, I'll just leave it at that. And you know what different means in this context. Yeah, of course. burn them. But at the end of the day, this is what we're gonna do, bro. We have to identify what these two young men have in common. Hassan Campbell and Carmelo KK. First of all, a lot of you niggas try to identify with Lil KK, or you have hatred for white people that give you jobs. You think white people should be harmed because slavery exists? I think they should harm their pockets and give it to me. Yes, I believe in reparations, but not nigga, not like this. Because luckily I live in LA. But do you understand that there are young black males everywhere in America who are subject to being harmed because of this and because of what you niggas are doing, but you don't think about that, do you? Because niggas are selfish. And when I use the word nigga, man, I'm not talking about black guys. I'm not talking about black women, black ladies. I'm talking about niggas. Yes, there's a difference. There's a difference between a hoe and a hoe. It's a difference between a cracker and a honky. It's a difference between a gangster and a thug. It's a difference between a bitch and a bitches. And it's a difference between a black and a nigga, bro. I'm a black and I'm a nigga. So I'm not a good example. But there's many examples. I don't have to explain that to you. At the end of the day, bro, what we do have to understand is Hassan Campbell and his situationship, excuse me, his romantic situationship that transcends time, energy, space, that can only be understood by somebody who is strange, weird, and confused in life. Because that was not what you think it was. That was that's what happens when a man loves a woman. Hassan Campbell was not taken advantage of. And if you believe that, I feel bad for your mother. But both of these dudes were emotional. Both of these dudes have a past that you guys feel like you could relate to, bro. But these niggas are not the truth. There's so many great examples of young black men that grow up and become something. But you niggas have to constantly focus on somebody who you feel like you want to be like. Carmelo Anthony did not have courage when he did this. He wasn't standing on business. He wasn't fighting for his country. He wasn't trying to get a law changed. He wasn't trying to not nigga said better, ignorant. He wasn't trying to empower or better black people. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he did it. And he wasn't thinking about your black ass. He wasn't. He wasn't thinking at all. He was being emotional, like an emotional creature, like a woman, like a bitch. And guess what? Hassan Campbell was getting thied. He let a grown man take out his member and put it between his leg meat. I never even thought of doing that ever. That's weird. And then he told you about it. Now he's making money. That's weird. He let it go on for a minute. He didn't let it. He encouraged it. He let it. He wanted it. He desired it. He liked it, and he wanted it. And he did it the easy way, not the hard way. So stop playing, bro. You keep on trying to put money in these people's pockets. You niggas are weird, bro. And then I see all these beautiful people who I would love to be around if they did not think like this, speak on this, and say, oh no, it was self-defense. It was self-defense? Nigga, do you know what self-defense is? Do you know what self-defense is? Do you know what do you even know what self is? Of course you don't know what self is because you're putting your yourself in somebody's shoes that don't even wear your shoes, that haven't even worn your shoes, bro. Of course you don't know yourself. I see myself in Carmelo Anthony. Pause. He's only 17. Relax. But you see yourself in Carmelo Anthony, and for all the Hassan Campbell fans, you see yourself in Hassan Campbell. You see yourself in him every day, with Vaseline, R. Kelly playing in the back, with Bone Thugs and Harmony posters on the wall, roses, nasty. If you support Hassan Campbell, with the exception of one person that I love very dearly that I've known for over 10 years, or like 10 years, something like that, for a minute. I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm not talking about you. But at the end of the day, bro, then you're a weirdo, bro. If you see yourself in Hassan Campbell, what about a nigga that goes to Burger King drunk and curses out people because he went there late and posted the video? What do you see in yourself about a man who says when he's, well, excuse me, not a man, a guy, allegedly, sleeping with his wife, touching on his wife, loving on his wife, and saying, you just made me think like this. You made me think about this nigga when I touch you. Ladies, if your man rolled over and said, when you was touching me on my chest, it made me think about a dude, bro. It made me think about the dude that I was in a relationship for when I was 16, for 16 years. It made me think about him. That's weird. Are you dumb? Bro, if if your woman rolled over and she touched your and you touched her her, can I say breast on you? I already said it. And she touched your breast and she tells you that it made her think about another man or even another woman, how would you how would you feel, bro? It's not the same, man. It doesn't apply. But nigga, you wanna be you wanna be with Hassan Campbell? You want to be with or you want to be Carmelo Anthony because when that man smacked you and then kissed your girlfriend in the mouth, you didn't do shit. So you let a white man call you the N word with the hard R when you asked him not to use profanity in front of your kids, and he smacked the shit out of you, and then kissed your girlfriend and then walked off, and you were picking up all the change you were about to buy them flowers for her with. Bro, and then now you want this dude, or you got arrested for doing something you totally should have went to jail for. And then you saw the judge when you were making his double cheeseburger at McDonald's, and you remembered all that time he gave you. Now you want to harm all white people. But look, bro, look, I should make a video about this. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I should just write it down. But yeah, do you know how I felt when I learned about slavery, bro? I had no idea. And I grew up in black ass Southside Chicago, bro. Not grew up. I moved there. I mean, not moved there. I was born there. I moved out of there when I was like 6. So in my school, we had to sing the lift every voice and sing song, right? Every morning. Then we had to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And I remember that we had a project where we had to talk about great black men, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, people like that. My project was on the dude who invented peanut butter. And I still love peanut butter to this day. Not because him, but because peanut butter is delicious. Peanut butter, chocolate, and hot sauce can go on every food, prove me wrong. But at the end of the day, I learned about black greatness. I learned about kings and queens. I learned about black strength. I learned how important it was to represent black people, but I obviously forgot all about that at some point. But then I learned about slavery. I learned about slavery in a white school, bro. It was a couple of black people. There were a sprinkle of black students in that school, but not enough. Make it enough. Nope, I'm gonna just move. But at the end of the day, my nigga, do I keep saying at the end of the day a lot? Probably right. It pissed me off. The police have been messing with me since I was 8 years old, bro. White teachers have been fucking me over for a very long time. White people have been harming me physically, not like in life for a very long time. Not paying me enough, not giving me enough sauces for all these goddamn nuggets. What else? Putting my people on Christianity, putting Newports and liquor stores and all kind of stuff in the hood, collabing with these people that's doing the same thing as you, making crack. White people making all these weird ass laws, not giving me a job, taking my job. White people have harmed me, but I'm not a hateful person, bro. Why? Yes, a lot of people go to prison for a long time for nothing. But to take it out on one person and say that's okay, that's that's not okay, bro. That's what separates niggas from black people. Empathy. Empathy and critical thinking. And when somebody says that you need more critical thinking or you lack it, that means you're fucking stupid. You're an idiot. You're not a great thinker. And that's the most important thing in life. To think. That's how you go from one moment to another moment with your thoughts. You're going to bring some emotions with you, but ultimately there's supposed to be a balance in a grown man. If you look up what critical thinking is and you be honest with yourself, that's another thing that separates the niggas from black people. You don't know your fucking self. Y'all just doing whatever, wilding out, no structure, no stability. This nigga's Carmelo Anthony's mother, and I don't give a. I don't even. I don't. I, nigga, I'll diss my own mom, myself, everybody's mom. This bitch said stability in front of billions of people. Is this video gonna get 1.7 billion views? Who knows, my nigga? Stability. How many people are gonna do reactions and the part where she says stability comes up? Nigga, I did it. Her ass is a moron, bro. She's an idiot. She's not a great critical. Because if they were a real stability family, then the females wouldn't be speaking for the family. Because that's out of order. You just said you got structure and stable fucking ability when you're operating off of being the opposite of that. Your stability, because that doesn't fucking exist. That's not a word. But no, this does not speak to the structure that you have in your family very well. Right? At the end of the. So, what we do have to understand is Hassan is a weirdo. And we keep on trying to make excuses for these people because they did something when they were in their youth. And this young man is still in his youth. But that doesn't matter, bro. I don't want you to keep comparing yourself to other people's cultures. Oh, they do a little thing in the Mexican culture. Shout out to Mexicans. Oh, they do the thing in the culture over there where they have the thing. I don't care about that, my nigga. I understand that people in America are very immature compared to the rest of the world. Yes, we have the best everything. America, fuck yeah. But nigga, I think a lot of people, I mean, if you believe Carmelo Anthony should be freed or this is self-defense, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. And if you support Hassan Campbell, hey, do your thing, man. Just don't do it over here. Because you're weird too. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Four Loco drinking ass. You probably smoke Black and Milds. And that's okay. That's what you want to do. I hope you grow and you achieve and you succeed in life. because that's what you want to do, right? That's what we all want. Yeah, I think I got it out. I think I got it out. So, um, you niggas really just wish you had courage. You niggas really wish that you could do both. I want a man that could do both. Or if you're a female, you wish your man could do both. If you're a dude and you don't believe, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real. Can I be real? Can I keep it Aaron Moses Street with you? If you're a man or a male and you don't think that Carmelo Anthony should go and you think that Carmelo Anthony should go to jail, right? If you think that and you have a girlfriend or a wife that believes that he should be free, right? Number one, nigga, you're not a good critical thinker. Number two, you picked the wrong bitch. And number three, she's cheating on you, bro. Leave her, bro. 110%. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Free Carmelo Anthony after he dies in prison. Peace. Gang. Nope.